So when I started this account, I never really intended to reveal any personal information or anything like that. But this week has been really hard. I kind of feel like I pulled the tower card and everything's unraveling a little bit. So I just kind of wanted to give you this explanation if my energy seems a bit off this week or anything like that. So really, this is kind of like a weird about me post, but with tarot cards. So in 2021, obviously peak COVID, I got divorced, which was quite a stressful time. And on top of that, my mother died, my grandmother died, and my best friend died. So I was like hit with these four things all at once, and it was a really difficult year, but I made it through. Early 2022, like obviously I'm still in mourning from all this tragedy the year before, but then March 2022, I get COVID. And following getting COVID, I got really ill and I couldn't understand what was happening. And for the past like 3 or 4 years, in and out of hospital, trying to figure out what happened, start having a lot of inflammation, unexplained pain, breathlessness, all this jazz. So it took like 3, 4 years to get diagnosed with fibromyalgia and long COVID. So you see, this is all stacking up, right? So fibromyalgia, long COVID, my anxiety goes off the charts, depression goes off the charts. I also get diagnosed as ADHD during this time, which wasn't really a surprise considering how much of a little shit I was when I was a teenager and how much I've struggled with things throughout my life. So all this is happening. The last 2 years, my work situation has also been difficult. Like many organisations in the UK, there's a lot of restructure happening, a lot of cost cutting, a lot of general uncertainty in whether or not you'll have a job and an income. So throughout this, due to cost cuts and various things, the last 2, 3 years, have kind of been doing the job of at least two people in my department, feeling very stuck, very trapped, and very depressed, dealing with all this health stuff and work stuff all at once. Really feeling like, I'm constantly trying to like battle my way through, but feeling very trapped and kind of blind by everything that's happening. But I keep trying to fight, keep trying to stay strong. Like many of us, that's all we can do is battle on and try and survive. This year has been a little bit better. I managed to get a lot of support from a disability in place. The restructure had finished. I got confirmed that I could stay in my role, although I was still doing the job of like two people and having to train up a lot of new recruits, which has been stressful. But I thought all this stress and all this uncertainty was over. However, last week I went to renew my tenancy in my rented accommodation, and I have been told that my landlord died last year and his family now have decided to sell the house. So I'm a single lady. Although I'm in a good job, living by yourself is expensive, particularly with a lot of disability needs. And because of that, the city that I live in, I have been priced out the rental market. There is no way to rent the same size accommodation that I need for my disability and my work situation, things like that. So I'm very kind of like stressed and understandably withdrawn because at the moment I have nowhere to live and I have 60 days to find somewhere else to live. As I said, I can't afford to rent anywhere else in the city that I live in. I've been declined a mortgage because, my credit's not great with all everything that's happened with my disability stuff. So I'm spending a lot of energy trying to figure out what to do. Due to that, I just kind of wanted to let you know what's happening, in case my energy feels a bit off next week or in future readings. Obviously, I'm going to try my best. I really enjoyed doing my daily readings for you, and I want to continue doing them as long as possible. So I apologise if all this crap is leaking into my readings. Apologies now. I feel very cheeky doing this, but needs must. If anyone wants to buy me a coffee, like send me like £5 for a coffee or anything, that would be appreciated. That will go into not a coffee fund, but a housing fund. But at the same time, I don't want to beg for money. I don't want to feel like anyone has to donate money to me. Because in the UK, so many people are going through this. A lot of the people in the same situation of me have, worse situations, such as like having kids and having nowhere to live and things like that. So don't feel that you have to send me any money at all. I'm just going to leave it up there. It's completely up to you. No pressure. I'm not going to stop doing readings if no one sends me any money or anything like that. It's just, if you feel like you want to, that's up to you. I'm not going to push it a lot. I'll just put a little thing at the end of my readings. Okay, I think I've shared enough personal information for today. I hope everyone is having a better week than I am. I love you all loads. Okay, bye.